If you're in med school and feeling overwhelmed, like no matter how much you study, it never feels like enough, you're not alone. So in today's video, I want to share the 4 game-changing strategies based on the 80-20 rule that I use to survive med school while also having time for my hobbies. The 80-20 rule states that 80% of our results come from 20% of our efforts, so these are my 20%. And if you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Nicole and I'm a final year medical student studying in Hong Kong. And in this channel, I hope to share my experiences and mistakes I made through med school. If that sounds like fun, then maybe you can consider subscribing. Strategy number 1, scaffolding. If there's one thing that's transformed my approach to learning, it's previewing information before class. Here's why it works. When you preview the material, you're building foundational knowledge before class, which means you're setting up a mental framework for the content you're about to learn. This means that when you walk into a lecture, you're not hearing the material for the first time, which helps to reinforce key ideas rather than feeling overwhelmed. The second time, during the lecture, becomes a chance for you to fill in gaps and make deeper connections. In my second year, I created my own Anki cards for anatomy and made sure to review them before attending tutorials. This made sure that I actually understood what was happening, especially for neuroanatomy. So next time, just try taking 15 to 20 minutes before class to review the lecture slides, watch a quick video on the relevant topics, or skim the relevant wiki page. It's not about depth, it's about building a rough mental map. When you go back to the lecture, everything just sticks a little bit better because you've seen the bigger picture first. Strategy number 2, experiment. In my first year of med school, I kept trying to study the same way I did in high school. Make notes, cram, and hope for the best. And that really did not work. Then I fell down the rabbit hole of trying to find the perfect study method for med students. Everyone online talks about active recall, spaced repetition, question banks, etc. And yes, those are great tools, but I think we all fall into the trap of thinking we need to study exactly how everyone else does. But here's the key. Find something you can stick to consistently. Find what works for you. There's no one-size-fits-all method in med school, so experiment early. And the truth is, active recall and spaced repetition are proven to be effective, but there's no universal right way to implement them. For example, I tried making my own notes, then I switched to annotating seniors' notes, and then I tried writing my own exam questions, before finally landing on using Anki cards. But even after I committed to using Anki, I found that making my own cards became really overwhelming, and eventually, I switched to using senior decks. Even now, I'm still adjusting my study method based on what rotation I'm in. What matters is finding a system that works for you, and it's okay to tweak it as you go. So try this. Test out one new study method each week for a month. Whatever your method, test it and adjust early. The sooner you figure it out, the easier your future years of med school will be. Strategy number 3, follow a guide. This might be the most underrated tip. Use past papers as a guide, not just to study, but to study smart. Look through the questions and ask yourself, what kind of answers are they expecting? What's the recurrent concept here? Past papers help you narrow your focus. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by all the material, you're able to focus on core topics that are more likely to show up in the exam. It also primes your thinking for how you should approach answering questions on the exam. For instance, if you see a 10-point question on the management of diabetic ketoacidosis, but you can only think of 3, you know what you can focus on when you're studying next time. This is proactive learning. You're not memorizing answers. You're trying to figure out, what does the exam expect me to know well? So next time, before studying a topic, review 3 to 5 related past paper questions, then study towards those answers. Strategy number 4, set deadlines, not perfect schedules. Let's be real. Planning every hour of your day to the minute never works out long term. It just leads to stress and procrastination. I found that plans really don't matter if I don't follow them. What works for me is setting deadlines and committing to them, instead of trying to craft the perfect schedule. Deadlines, especially weekly ones, helps keep me accountable while still being flexible for what might come up during the week. And nowadays, I aim for progress, not perfection. And don't forget to reflect. By reflecting weekly on your progress, you can adjust and make improvements. This approach removes guilt or stress over missed study sessions and instead emphasizes consistent progress. So try this. Every Sunday, set 3 specific deadlines for the week, and at the end of the week, reflect on what you accomplished. Did you meet your deadline? If not, adjust your approach for next week and keep improving. A beautiful schedule isn't useful if you can't follow it. Deadlines keep you focused, and review keeps you grounded. So that's the 80-20 of surviving med school. Focus on previewing lectures, refining your study method, using past papers wisely, and setting realistic weekly checkpoints. If you found this video helpful, you might also enjoy this video where I talk about how to get ahead over summer break. So I'll see you over there, or I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!